This is February 14th, 2016, and this is video number 4, downloading and installing Joomla to Champ. The Collective Minds Weekly project underway. We'll be developing our website on our local host server, Champ. We'll start by downloading Joomla and installing it in our C drive Champ folder in the HT docs. Is where the website will live. And you download the Joomla platform from joomla.org. So let's get started. So we're going to go to the joomla.org site, and this is where you download the Joomla platform. So we're going to click on this big blue button, and it takes us to this page, and we want the English UK 3.4.8 full package. And we'll click this blue button, and it'll start to download. So now it's downloaded. We'll right click, show in folder, and when it finishes downloading, it'll turn it into a zip file. And we're going to take this zip file and we're going to put it into our HT docs folder on our C drive. So we'll go to our C drive. There's a folder called Champ. We'll go into that, and our HT docs folders is where the website will live. This will be the same as your root directory on a cPanel. So we're going to take this folder here, and we're going to drag this Joomla folder into here. So now we have it in our HT docs folder. Now I'm going to right click, and I'm going to extract all, and extract. And now that it's extracted, inside of that folder is all these files. So now that we've got it extracted, we're going to delete the zip file. We don't need it anymore. Okay, it's deleted. Now we're going to rename this folder, because if we open this folder, you'll see all the files for the Joomla site. So we're going to rename this to what we want our development site to be. So we're going to go right click, rename, and we're going to call it Collective Minds Weekly, and we'll just put a dev on the end of it so we know it's a development site. This is going to be our address for our website on our Champ. So now we have this, and just so I don't have to type it again, I'm going to copy this name, and we're going to go to the browser. Now we want to make sure our Champ is started, so we'll open up our control panel. We'll start Apache, and we'll start our MySQL. Now, first thing we need to do is create a database for our website. So we're going to go to the MySQL, click the admin button, and we're going to go create a database. So we go into PHP MyAdmin, and we click the button that says databases, and we're going to create a new database, and we'll just call it default. or lack of creativity. So now we have a database. Now in our Champ, our databases don't have any passwords, but on a live server we'll have to set up a password and everything for our database too. So we're gonna we've got our database set up, so now we're going to go to, we'll minimize this, we're going to go to our browser again, and we will click a new tab. We're going to type in localhost / collective minds weekly, and we'll put a dev on the end of it so we know it's a development site, and a /, and then we'll click enter of it with a /, and this will be our web address on our local host, and this should run in and pick up the installation folder for the Joomla. So the first thing we want to do is we want to put in the site name. And you can put a description in here, but you can do this later if you want. Okay, we're going to type in a email address. And we're going to give it a username. Usually I don't like to use admin, but we'll use admin for our local host. That's the username to log in to the back administration area. And we're going to just do a password, and you never use this. We'll just type in a password. You want to make your password hard and not a name. And we've created our username and our password and confirm our password, and then we click next. And we're going to, this is where we enter our database configuration. On most live servers, your host is localhost, so we'll just leave this at localhost, and this is the username for the database. And on our Champ folder, our username is root, and the password, no password. Database name is default, and then this will be the prefix that goes on our tables. So now when we click the next, it should connect to that database, and we are connected to the database. Now if you're new to Joomla and you want some sample data just to see how things are set up, you can click one of these buttons. But for our purposes, we're going to start with just none. So it's not going to have any kind of data in it. It's just going to create the tables that it needs. So we're just going to click the install, and it runs through and it creates all the tables in the database. And there are a lot of tables. Okay, and we've created our database with our tables in it. And the next thing we want to do is there's a button here that says remove installation folder. You always want to do this so people can't go in and install something else. So we're going to click the orange button, and it installation folder successfully removed. Now we can log into our website. We're going to log into the administrator's area. click the blue button, and it takes us to our login. And our username was admin, and we type our password in and log in. And this is our control panel for our Joomla site. And if we go back to the localhost and refresh this page, and we go into our default database, you'll see all the tables that it created. And it has that prefix on the front of each of the tables. So this will be where everything lives in your database. So now we have our administration area. In our next video, we'll go through what the links on the navigation does. And to log out, you go over to the little drop down arrow and you log out. So we're all set up with our Joomla site. And if we go to view the site, we'll just take this off and click enter. This is our website fresh out of the box. But we will, we're going to be adding a template to it to make it look a lot different. This is the default template that comes with Joomla. So the next video we'll go through how to set up some of the stuff in the administration area to get things to work the way we want it to. Thanks for watching.